Hey there, welcome to Worth It Wednesday. Every Wednesday we send a principle worth learning, a question worth answering, and a recommendation worth taking. Today's principle is that mature leaders acknowledge the reality of imperfection. And I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about when I was 20, so that's 10 years ago now. Man, I gave some unbelievable leadership advice. It was just so good. The only thing is it wasn't very real, and therefore it wasn't very helpful. And the reason why is because so much of the leadership advice that I gave whenever I was 20 years old was rooted in the things that I had read in books, listened to in podcasts, and had conversations with other people about, but it wasn't rooted in experience. And there's nothing wrong with books and podcasts. Those are actually really good things. But the thing that's important to understand that is often overlooked is that books and podcasts, especially in the leadership and business space, what do they teach? They teach you an ideal. And the ideal is important because the ideal represents a standard, and we should always be striving for the standard. We should always be striving for the best. We should always be striving for the perfect version of the principle or process or practice or tactic or technique that we're working on. But the world isn't ideal. And what mature leaders know is that here's the world. We are imperfect people working with imperfect people in imperfect situations trying to achieve excellent outcomes. That's life. And so leadership advice that is just black and white and it's just do this, do that. There's only two options. It's yes or no. Often fails to reckon with the nuance of reality and the fact that there's a lot more gray. There's different motives, there's different perspectives, there's different values. There's a wide variety of things that could influence individual situations. The human heart is radically fallen and fallible and confusing many times. And so to just apply what the book says or what the podcast says without understanding the nuances and realities of your situation isn't mature leadership. And I see so many leaders beating themselves up because their business isn't like the book talks about it, or the way they're applying this process or this principle, it's not like the book. And number one, stop comparing. Comparison steals your joy, so stop doing that. But then number two, recognize that your job is not perfection. Your job is to achieve an excellent outcome with the imperfect realities of what you've been given. And if you can hold those imperfections and rally people around solving problems instead of trying to be perfect, man, you're going to be an outstanding leader because you're going to be having the courage to confront reality and not living in this delusional world of perfectionism. So, y'all, if you want to get on this email list, we send this email every Wednesday. You can sign up at pathforgrowth.com. I hope you have a great day.